I've been thinking that I really need to throw in some extra videos here, things that are a little bit more informal and just fun. I mean, hopefully all of my videos are fun, but sometimes we talk about deeper things. Sometimes we talk about some things that are a little bit more surface level, and some would even call it, what was the most recent depiction of my videos were that they were shallow. Sometimes we talk about shallow things, and that's okay because we can. So I have purses that I want to share with you today because this was probably the most requested video since my last video of, well, not the last one, but the one before that, about cleaning out, decluttering, organizing the vanity in the bathroom area, and not the sink vanity, but the vanity across, which is in front of the window. So anyway, underneath that window, I have cabinets, and I've been keeping my purses in there. I decided to take all of them out of my wardrobe area. Sometimes I would try to store them behind my clothes just to keep them out of the way. If they weren't things that I would be using anytime soon, I just, I would always try to figure out a place to put them. And for a time, I was keeping them in our guest bedroom, but as I've mentioned in past videos, I really don't like to have things of mine like wardrobe things or purses, shoes, stuff like that in another closet. I want all of my items to be in my own room or in my own wardrobe dressing area if possible. So this is the solution that I came up with, and I just want to share with you the collection of handbags that I have, the totes, the satchels, the clutches, those things that I have, and also some things that I plan on adding, possibly taking away. So I hope that you will stay to the end. I also have a little bit of an announcement, so to speak, and I look forward to sharing that with you. So let's get right in. The handbag that I have been using most has been this one. This is an Aldo handbag, and I find that my favorite brand handbags up to this point have been Aldo as well as Kate Spade. So I go between the two. Now I have found one that I recently gifted my sister-in-law, and I have been on the hunt for a handbag for her for over a year now, and I did not want to purchase a new one for myself until I got her a new one. However, when fall rolled around, I wanted something that was a little bit more fall-esque, and so I did purchase something, but only because I hadn't found one that was perfect for her, that checked all the boxes. The thing is, she had purchased a handbag from, I think she purchased it. I don't think I purchased it for her, but I was with her when she purchased it, and it was from Target years ago, and it was something similar to this color, maybe a little bit more blush than this, and it was a dome shape, but eventually it kind of started sinking down. That center part started sinking down, and it had this line. I would have to say it was shaped more like this, okay, and it had this line right here that was like a sewn line. I would have to say, because of that line, and I remember telling her it wasn't my favorite when she purchased it, because we both were drawn to this satchel, but I said the reason why I wasn't going to get it was because of that line. So there are certain things that I just really don't care for on a purse. Maybe you've seen some that have like that line that kind of cuts it right there, and it's still all the same color, but it would have like, the stitching, kind of a line like that. And so if there is anything on the front, on the back that would break the line, I don't like the purse. I wouldn't purchase it. So I'm always just kind of keeping an eye out on handbags, and I think Aside from purchasing handbags on Poshmark, I really haven't purchased any of them aside from Ross or TJ Maxx in years. So all of these come from Ross, TJ Maxx, or Poshmark. So anyway, I wanted to share them with you. This one, I think I purchased this on Poshmark, but let's get back to what I had here. This one was a Ross find, and I actually am on my second one of one of these because these things deteriorate, you know, that black strip on there. It's one of those things that it's like you feel really great when your straps look great. So when they start to come apart like that, you start to think, well, I really love this purse, but it is probably time for me to get a new one. So I will be on the lookout this spring, because I believe it was the springtime when I purchased this one. I will be on the lookout for another one. And I'm sure that I can find this particular one on Poshmark. I'm pretty sure of it, but I've been using this and I use it all the time. The only thing is I just feel like I'm not going out as frequently as I used to. So at this point in time, I'm just, you know, just kind of writing it out and just waiting until the right one comes along to replace it. So I'm not in any big rush, but let's talk about the best qualities of this handbag right here. The best qualities are that it fits over my arm, on my shoulder like this, even when I'm wearing a coat, and that is probably my favorite. I can also just hold it, you know, I can put it like that. However, the only thing I don't really love about this one is the color of the inside. That is a really big deal to me. Now, it's not going to be a game changer. However, if there is something that I really don't like the print of, which this has been in the past, I've purchased these purses from Ross and I really didn't like the print that was inside. So I actually decided to do away with it. But black is okay, I guess, but it's not my favorite. I prefer blush or just tan, something like that. That's what I really love. And I will show you some that really stand out to me as far as the inside that I love. Now, the other added benefit of this is the size. I just love how much this one holds. I could just throw everything in here and it's great. So the one that I was using all the time before that one was my Kate Spade one. This one I found on Poshmark, and at least I think, yes, I did find this one on Poshmark. And I got this one to replace another one that was very similar to this, but I don't know, you'd have to go back through my older videos probably where I shared purse videos. But again, it's coming apart right here. You know, they say that you can repair it, this and that. Not really. And then once it breaks off, you just don't even have it anymore. So anyway, I've still been holding on to it. I really like the size of this one. It's cute. It's just one for holding on your hand or, you know, on your wrist basically. But I like the color, I like the size, and the inside is kind of nice as well, just that very neutral tone. You know, when you can look inside the purse and you like what you see, that's always a benefit. So that's that purse, but I just really haven't been using this one as much because it's probably just easier for me to carry this everywhere that I go. I like to keep, like, where do I go? I go to worship service. That's where I go. And occasionally I meet my husband for lunch somewhere, and so this is just one of those really fast, easy things to grab. And I don't really switch my purse out very much anymore. So anyway, some of the things that I like to keep in here a big wallet. This came from one of my subscribers, Julie. This is actually the Rachel Cruz wallet, the one where it's, you know, the envelope system to hold cash. So I love this one. Now I do have a little pocket wallet, you know, that I actually really love too, because I could just grab it and put it in my pocket if I'm just running into the store, running somewhere, and I don't want to carry a lot of things with me. But for the most part, this is the bag that I use, and I can put my Bible in here. I can put my notebook in here. This is, you know, the one that I take notes on when I'm at worship service. Also my life book. So you get the idea. And another Kate Spade one that I have is this one right here. So you will notice I do like the dome, but I also like just a satchel. Oh no, this is a satchel. The dome satchel. But I also like the shopper tote. Is that what they call them? I don't know. I'm not an expert at purses, but I do like satchels, but I also like totes. So I go between the two. It just depends. It depends on where I'm going, what I'm feeling like, what I'm wearing, things like that. But it just depends. The inside of this one is beautiful. It's that blush pink color. It has a few pockets in it, but I really like this hidden magnetic pocket right here. That one's really nice. You could just put your keys, you know, your wallet if you wanted. So I've also had this one, which I found at Ross. This is by Aldo. Now there is an Aldo one there that is a satchel that I really love. And I remember I got a couple of these satchels to replace my previous Aldo satchel that I had, because all of the stuff was coming off right here, you know, the what do you call it? The strip. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, the seam. So I had purchased this one. I thought that this was really cute. It's just easy to carry, you know, with your hand. I liked all of the different pockets that it had. Now this, the center one, oh, and by the way, it has this beautiful blush color on the inside, and then more of just, you know, like the fabric that this is already made out of on that side. But this one goes all the way through underneath this center pocket. So, you know, it's interesting. It's not that it's a bad thing, but sometimes I think how nice it would be if it weren't, you know, connected like that. That way things wouldn't slide back and forth. But that's the only, I guess it has this little keychain to it too, which isn't something that I necessarily love about it. It is removable, but I just keep it on there anyway. It could also just go on the inside. So that's a little cute one. As you can see, I really like structured handbags. Anything that is just droopy, no, that is an absolute no for me. But this is the one that I found at TJ Maxx, and I went back there over and over again. Every time I went back there to do, you know, some shopping for the winter or fall, you know, when it was really cold, I was looking for different things, sweaters, things like that. Every time I would go through there and I would see this, and because I was wearing all of that brown, and then I thought this would match my boots perfectly that I got, those suede ones, and it did. And so anyway, I ended up getting this one, and this has been a really nice addition, although since the new year, I kind of haven't been using this one as much. So it's been in my little coat closet area, because the purse that I'm currently using, or if I'm going between a couple of them, that's where I usually put it. But I think it's time to clean this one out completely. And sometimes I carry different things in the different ones, but it is time to clean this one out. I should just do that right now. Advil, lotion. These are the things I was missing in my other purse, so and a charger. I could have used this. I could have used this when I went out of town, which that's what I wanted to talk to you about next, was going out of town. That's why this tote bag that I have has been so great, because you know, I carry a lot of the things like my journal, my life book, like the bigger things. I carry that in my purse, and I want to have as little as possible when I'm traveling. So for, I don't know, for the past couple of months, I have visited my sister-in-law, my brother, and I've been staying at their house when I do go to Vegas, and then, you know, I visit family and stuff. So what I have been doing has been just packing a bag like this, which I don't put my clothes in there. I usually will hang my dresses on a hanger and just put it in my car. And the rest, like my pajamas, my toiletry bag, everything like that, underwear, bras, stuff like that, that would go in this bag right here. So it's almost like a weekender, but it's a big tote bag that I just take along, and then I have my purse. And I kind of lighten my load once I get to wherever I'm going with all of the books or things that I'm dragging along with me. But it's just been nice to not like have this big piece of luggage with me when I travel for just a day, right? So anyway, that's what this bag has been good for. This stood out to me. I found this at Ross once again. And the idea behind this one was that for a time, my oldest daughter was carrying these big tote purses instead of a backpack to school. And, you know, she was just looking so beautiful, and all of the different handbags that she was using, the totes that she was using. We got her like this brown one for the fall, then we got this one for the spring, because it was just a whole thing. And she also had a blush one that she was using. But then she ended up just wanting to go back to a backpack, because it was just a lot for her to carry, you know, something heavy like this on one shoulder, and then she had her violin in the other hand, and it was just a thing. So she went back to a backpack. And anyway, I've been using this for basically when I go on a little weekend trip or a little weekend getaway. Now, in here I also have my jewelry case. This is great just to take, you know, whenever I want to wear jewelry other than what I'm currently wearing. It's a great place to house my brooches when I'm on vacation. And then also, I have those toiletry bags that I showed you that I put in the other drawer. This is where I ended up putting them, were in these tote bags. And the reason why I really like having the toiletry bags in my bathroom area, because I just pack everything right there at that little vanity top. So that's what, oh, and I put my, this is not necessary right now, so that just goes in here for safekeeping until it's time, right? Until it gets nice and warm outside. But yes, my toiletry bags. These, some of my travel size toiletries are in here, but these I have loved. I have loved these so much. I just love the pattern on them. They just make me happy. So I've been keeping these, and I found these at Target years ago. So anyway, it also keeps it nice and upright, and you know, without it falling over and getting all bent. So I have these two totes on the bottom behind where I keep the sheets, and a great place for them. Now this would be another bag that I would take with me as well if I needed some extra. So if I were to be staying maybe a couple more days, maybe I would take this too. Or even if I could fit everything in this and one other tote, that would be enough, you know. So anyway, oh, this one came from my friend Jessica. So she was getting rid of a couple of bags and wanted to know if I wanted it or if she would just donate it. And I said, yes, this is a Kate Spade one. I really liked it. It also had more of a tan interior. So anyway, this one was one I let my daughter use for a while too, but then she ended up, like I said, she wanted to go with a backpack. Now the last two bags I have, one is this, it's actually a crossbody, but you know, like a clutch. This one is perfect for if I'm getting dressed up or, you know, just wanted to have more of a business look, then this would be great. It has this crossbody chain attached to it, which is nice. So this is also by Aldo, and I don't have any plans of getting rid of this. I've just always liked this envelope clutch. I think it's beautiful, and it just goes with so many dresses if I were to be dressing up. So the next one would be this Kate Spade one, and I found this one on Poshmark. I think I actually found that envelope clutch on Poshmark as well, but this one, I keep these bags that in the past my daughter's sheets came in this. This is just a shabby chic little sheet case, and one of the great things to use these for would be shoes, like if I'm packing multiple shoes. So I just keep these, and they're great for stuffing like your purse if you don't want it to get weird dents in it. Now this one, I like the size of this one. It just depends what I'm wearing, but it can go over my shoulder too, you know, and just to keep it close, but it could also act as just a clutch as well. And then of course the interior of this one is beautiful as well. And did I show the interior of that one? I don't know if I did, but I really like the interior of that one as well, because it is a beautiful blush color as well. Look at that. And that's more of like a satin. So those are my favorite things about purses and the ones that I have. So like I said, I may be upgrading just because, you know, this is falling apart here. It may be time to say goodbye to this one. You know, just something like that that you liked a lot. But at the same time, it's not like I'm in need of purses. However, I would say that the ones that I use on a daily basis, which is this one, I would like to get something similar to this. And then there was a satchel that I really liked. This one is okay, but it is not my favorite. I don't know why. Maybe the way that it looks on the side, I don't know. I just liked this one better. It just seemed sleek and nice and just all the things. So the Aldo one that I saw at Ross, I may be getting that soon, especially before I start my new job. So that's something that I'm very excited about, actually. So big announcement. I got hired, and I am going to be working a job outside of the home. Now it's part-time, and I'm just so happy with the terms of this new job that I'm going to be starting. The things that I'm okay with sharing, I will be sharing over on Patreon, and it will be more of like a behind the scenes, what kind of things I'm doing, etc. But on YouTube, what I am going to be doing is incorporating like working outside of the home and being able to still do all of the things that the lady of the house needs to do or wants to do, etc., inside the home. So in that regard, things aren't really going to change very much, but there will obviously be some differences that are going to be coming up. So anyway, it's one of those things I'm really excited about. It's very new and I have not started yet, but I look forward to all the content that I will likely be creating and stuff surrounding just this new season of life that I'm going to be embarking on. So anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed seeing my purse collection, and if you would let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite purse brand, or is it even important to you at all? I know some are very loyal to different brands. I just find that there are aspects of these ones that I've always been drawn to. Now, that doesn't mean everything about that one particular brand I do like. There are plenty of purses I've seen from them that I don't care for, but it just seems time and time again that they just get it right for me, and those are the ones that always catch my eye. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this and found it to be inspiring in some way. And with that, I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.